Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time you're watching this. Thank you for being here. It's the beginning of a new week. I haven't responded to comments yet, but thank you for them. And for everyone who's traveling or going on a new adventure and what sounds almost like a luau. That's one person that had a new experience coming up, or one they haven't done in a long time. And you know what? Embrace it. Embrace the adventures, and I hope everyone had a great weekend. I really do. So, and thank you to everyone who reaches out to the others in the group. I think that's wonderful. So I am going to, well, I forgot. It's written in the stars. This is one of my absolute favorite mugs. It just feels good. It's written in the stars. Sometimes things are, what I'm hearing is divinely aligned. And it doesn't matter how it happens. Sometimes it's through the strangest road that we travel that we get to the place that we eventually need to be, or that's best for us. All right, I'm going to start out. Let's just get into it. I'm going to start out with, hi, my name is Holly, psychic medium. I am not working privately right now or doing private readings. And in fact, my website's even down. I unpublished it. There's just so much negativity in this community right now. Not our community, but in the metaphysical community. It's like people are letting their crazy out to run around and play. No. Sometimes you got to hide a little bit of that crazy, or at least not hide it, deal with it, Too much light-filled beauty in the world. And that's where I'm putting my energy. So welcome. All right. This is by Megan Watterson. It's called The Divine Feminine. And it's a deck, Cosmic Egg of Creation on the back. Let's just find out it says divine feminine, and the notion of gender is, as we are learning more and more, is very fluid. And with each lifetime, I think we have a predominant gender that we come back into being, we've all been both. We've all been male, we've all been female, we've all been whatever. So, just resonate with the energy of the card. And maybe today you need a little bit of mothering and a little bit of nurturing. So let's look at the Divine Feminine and see what it says. Of course, yesterday was Father's Day. So to any fathers watching, or to people who have had to be both mother and father on both Mother and Father's Day, welcome to you all. And thank you for doing what you do. It's hard being a parent, and everybody's grappling with their own issues. And so those who are doing a good job, thank you. All right, let's see what we've got. What is the general message for the collective this morning? All right, one came out. Okay, I think I'm saying this right. Shekinah, the presence of the divine feminine. At the center of everything there is light, and I am that light. Oh, that's nice. What was it just saying about light-filled and love-filled, and the world around us is, there's too much beauty in the world to be swayed by negativity. Look at that. I keep getting pushed. I'll see if I can link it in the community comments after I upload this, but I just, by happenstance, happened upon a video that a woman made about her near-death experience. And she talked about the light, and she talked about the experience, and she talked about the feelings involved in it. And it was so similar to others that I've heard, but what was so remarkable, and she was much more organized in her thoughts and eloquent than I am, but we use the same imagery in terms of our language, or we try to use examples that were similar. And I thought, her near-death experience happened in a different way than mine, but we felt the same things. We saw the same things. We went to the same place. I didn't see necessarily the tunnel. I just the light was right there. I was in it. But that was about the only thing. But yeah, that was just a slight variation, but it's going to be different for each person, I guess. And it made me want to cry, but not out of sadness, out of joy and happiness. There's so much love and light in this world. And I truly hope, I think that card confirms and solidifies it. And I did need to mention that, I guess, today. I'm kind of just rambling today. I'm almost waxing sentimental. I don't know what's going on with me today. All right. Energy and Spirit Oracle. We're going to use this deck. And let's see what the message is for us today for the collective. All that is Mother, Father, God, guardians, guides. What is the message for the collective? What is the dominant message for the collective today? Conscious steps. I opened it to the middle and it said conscious steps. There's a big change coming for someone. I know that comes up a lot, but this time, all the preparation, all the stages, all the awareness, it feels like there's been a severing or a cutting, like that once and for all severing. Like if you're able to sense people or tell what's going on around you with people, it's almost like that's been pushed really far back and you're standing truly in the light, in your own power, in your own, I'm hearing the word authority, which is interesting. I'm asking for help, and what I'm hearing is you are free. You are now free to choose and make decisions that are best for you and your life. So something from the past has been severed. That's what I keep getting. Something from the past has been completely and 100% severed, so that you are now entirely free to move forward and into something new. And even though you've been taking those steps, you've been taking steps. You haven't been running. I feel like that pace is picking up. And the reality of this difference and change, it's a palpable feeling, and there's a certain amount I'm getting for some people. There's a certain amount of grief attached to it because it means truly and fully letting go. But for others, it's a sense of hope, renewal, and joy. And it could be both. Both of those could happen almost simultaneously. The grief is very short-lived because it's almost like you're waving goodbye to a burden from the past. It's like you're waving goodbye and saying, thank you for the lessons. Thank you for the good and the bad. I wish you well and peace, but it's time so that you can then move into that place of joy and elation and happiness. Okay? Well, okay. All right, well, let's see. Let's see what the Energy and Spirit Oracle deck has to say about all this. Or maybe it's an entirely different message. I don't know. What is the dominant energy that the collective watching at any point that someone watches this? What is the message for the collective that someone needs to know? And they're saying just take those two. All right, 2 came out, and that's what we're doing. Blah, blah, blah. Let me get them where I can read them. All right. Kind of what I was just saying, that sense of a little bit of the act, someone is actively saying, goodbye or detaching or moving away from, and it could be a literal move, or it could be, I think for someone it's actually a literal move too. And it could even be like the home where you raised your kids, or that you had your married life in, or that you went through a big change from youth to full adulthood, or whatever it is. But I feel like that there's that sense of whether it's a literal move or an emotional move that's happening. And it's almost like you're getting ready to embark on a new phase and a new part of your life. But it's right now longing, desperation, and attachment. So it's tough to get rid of those cords. And there are things called energetic cords. Energetic cords where that's how you're picking up psychically on other people and on their emotions empathically, because there's a cord. And it's not healthy to have, because very often you can't do anything about it. And sometimes people can insert themselves into your life to create those cords. Some people do it knowingly. Most people don't do it knowingly. And so ask your guardian, your guide, absolutely Archangel, whether you call him Michael or Michael. He is the absolute, and I'm using he just because it feels like more masculine energy to me. But who knows? Maybe it's Michaela for you. I don't know. But ask Michael to come in and sever all cords in all directions of time, to send light and healing through both ends, so that no one is suffering as a result, because you want this to be in the best and highest way possible. So cords need to be cut. Cords need to be severed. You don't need to keep picking up on the emotions of other people that are not in your life any longer. All right, and then the second card, sensitivity and strength, tapping the forces within. This is the second half of it. So this is moving into the new, moving into your strength, moving into your joy and happy. And I'm also getting the word abundance. So I think that this is a good situation for people in terms of personal wellness and increasing your abundance. Now that could be financial or emotional. And I think in this case it's both, which, hey, that's good news, because it's written in the stars. All right. I got out the Light Seers Tarot, but I'm getting no, not yet. Not this. It's not the right time for that. Let's look at. This is my little small. Well, usually they are pretty small, but old style. Poor elbow. I just hit it on everything. I think because I'm already so low to everything. Old style Lenormand. And let's see what it has to say today. What is the dominant message for the collective? I feel like we're going to be in for a ride this week. Not bad, but again, it's that act of letting go once and for all, letting go and cutting cords to accept the new, the bold, and the wonderful. Some of you, very few of you, it might have to do with a job situation. But I think someone's going to get news or a lead about a new job or a new career path. You're going to have that, aha, I got it. Okay, I can do this. I can make a change. You might have to do two things at once for a while. You might have to have basically a job and some other stuff for a little while. But, All right, so what is the message? What is the message for the collective at this time for this week? Dealing with letting go of the old to bring in the new. Key. All right, what else? What else have we got? Card 33. Man, the threes. Threes and sevens come up a lot on this channel. Okay, what else? That's interesting. We go from card 33 to 34 and then 28. And that's a 10, which is a 1, which is beginning a new cycle. So I have 3 cards down. Is there anything else? They want me just to deal with these right now. Okay, and they said look at the bottom. Ring. All right. Again, coming full circle. All right, I'll leave this one out. Not yet. Oh, an anchor. Oh, look, these are great cards. So coming full circle, getting established and settled in your newness and your new place and your new location or whatever it is, whether it's a new location in the heart or in emotions or literally or whatever. All right, so the three that came out, and that was on the bottom of the deck. All right, so we've got key, fish, and a man. Okay. Now, and the man is looking away from the key and the fish. All right, so I feel like, again, same messages are coming up. The key and the fish, that's about you have the key to your prosperity and to your abundance and more coming in. You are closing one door to open another. Now, this is not a traditional reading of these cards. I'm sorry, I keep banging on the table and jostling the camera around. So this is, I'm not a trained card reader, so I just intuit my way and ask Spirit to give me the words, okay? So you're closing a door to open another one. But I'm getting it might be hard, like someone's pulling on the other side of that door. But you're the one that's got the key. Okay, you've got the key. So that's why it's important to cut cords and cut ties so that you know for sure what you're really feeling and what you're looking at. What is someone else's as opposed to yours? You've got the key. So when you do get that door shut, it's okay to lock it. You've got the key. You can unlock it. You can do whatever you want. I do feel like it will be healthier. So by closing that door, you are opening it up to greater abundance. And I'm hearing there are more fish in the sea. That's an old phrase, man. They like to feed me these old phrases, don't they? And that fin looks like a wing. So this is a divinely guided situation. It's written in the stars. Speaking of which. All right. So a divinely guided abundance of emotion, finances, whatever, all of it together. I'm hearing there's strength and safety in numbers. So if that resonates for anybody, all right. So once you cut the cords, shut the door, you've got the key to it, your abundance of, I'm getting more emotional abundance. Man. Okay. Now this could be, it just says man, but it means a person. So man or woman, it doesn't matter. It's the energy of the card. And this is someone who is looking toward the future. Okay. When I'm looking at it face down on the table, this person is looking toward the future. Not the past. And again, if you distill the numbers down, it's a 10. Again, distill it down to 1, a new cycle, a new beginning. In numerology for the most part. And there are different schools of thought with that, but that's the one I know a little more about. Tell me about this. Tell me about this person, Spirit, for the collective. What do I need to say about this person? New, and I'm hearing the word genuine, caring. Emotions are real. It's okay to trust. There's a lot of distrust. But if you've had to walk around with a key, either to a door, and I'm thinking a key to your heart, key to your emotions, because you've been hurt so much, it doesn't matter whether this is family, friends, romance, whatever it is. Trust your emotions, trust what you know. And I'm also hearing you've paid a whole lot of dues in life in general. It's okay to allow yourself to believe that there are, well, kind of like what I was saying earlier about, there's so much beauty in the world. Why focus on the negative? Just walk away from it. Don't let it touch you. Ask for your guides and guardians to surround you. And it's kind of like the same thing with this person card. It's try the suggestion or advice, because this is a general reading, okay? It's a general reading. Please understand that. It cannot resonate with everyone. But this goes for also a work situation, a home situation, whatever, a friend situation, whatever, any situation. But the advice or suggestion is try not to live life waiting for the other shoe to drop. Try not to live life expecting everyone to let you down. Because sometimes that's part of the manifestation process, and we end up bringing people to us that will let us down. That might be a little disingenuous. But what I'm hearing is there are genuine people in the world. There are people who want to be happy. There are people who want to be in the light. There are people that you can place your faith and trust in. You won't know unless you try. Thank you. When people give up, when people lose hope, that is a form, I talked about the near-death experience too. When people lose hope or a sense of hope, that is a form of death. That is a form, well, just that. It's a form of death. The death of hope is a death. You can call back your hope the same way you can call back your pieces of yourself or your energy. If you look at the energy retrieval video that I have linked in my description on my page, and that's called a lot of different things and a lot of different practices. I call it energy retrieval. The same way that you do an energy retrieval, you can do for hope. First, always call your own self back, call your own energy back, all that you've let fritter away through fear, frustration, cords, ties. Sever the cords. So today, the message for this week: 1, call on your team, call on them to 1, sever and cut all cords or ties. Because it's a drain. You're being drained through those cords and ties. Even to the people you love the most, it also can be a drain on them if you're having a bad day. So you're helping everybody out when everybody has to learn to stand on their own, and you bring more together that way. Cords and ties. So that's one thing to address. Next, call your energy back. Go back and watch that video. It's very short. I think it's like 5 minutes or something, to just how to call your energy back. And I've done that repeatedly in videos, but there's one just for that. Then you can actively stand and call your hope back. Instead of saying, I call myself back to me, you can say, I call my hope back to me. And you can even call out to your guides to do it for you. Sometimes people are so weak that, and I don't mean weak like in a negative way, I mean just depleted, that it's hard. I mean, if you're super sick and can't get up out of bed with a fever, it's not like you can go make Thanksgiving dinner, right? You know, in this country, Thanksgiving, in Canada too. Yeah, you're not gonna roast a turkey if you've got a fever and you're in bed. Hopefully not. So sometimes you have to ask for help. I don't know where that came from, but okay. So when you do this hope retrieval, which is what it is, you can ask your guides. I call on my guides and guardians and ask protectorate stand around me. Or you could just say, God, Mother, Father, God, my guides, my guardians, bring my hope back to me. Because sometimes when we're that depleted, we don't even know how to do it. First, call your energy back and let that settle in, because you have to be willing to do that and believe that it's real and happening for you. And you're not taking anything from anyone else, because it's yours. It's your energy. It's your life force. Then call in your hope. And if you need to, just ask your guides, please bring my hope back to me. Bring my hope back to me. And you're not begging, you're just being grateful and saying, bring my hope back to me, bring my hope back to me, bring my hope back to me. And I would do that one before going to sleep every night. And when I would wake up, I noticed I started feeling better and better and better. And then one night I just forgot to do it. And I realized that I've felt hopeful again. So, is there anything else from this deck? They want me to look for maybe one more. I think there's one more card. All right, so you got 3 things to do. Sever all cords and ties, call your energy back, and then ask for your hope to be brought back to you by your guides. All right, we had one card that came out. Well, look. It's the star. This is actually a sun, but that looks like it could be a sun. It looks like it could be a compass. Constellations all around it. This is a beautiful card. All right. The star card. And so the way I'm that is absolutely a positive card. It's written in the stars. See? I knew I picked that mug for a reason. Divinely guided. All things coming together. Something is coming together for someone this week. You may not find out about it for another 3 weeks, but something is coming together this week. I think it's going to be between now and maybe, I would say within a month, you're going to find out what's going on or what's brewing. But what's simmering in that pot on the back burner? But something is simmering in that pot, according to the star card. Okay? And what I'm hearing. So it's all good. That was what they wanted to leave that message on. Because it's a positive outcome. All right. Oh, I hope you can hear me okay. I forgot to charge up my microphone over the weekend. And I need to. No, they're saying that's it. That's enough. Because that's a big task. Everybody's got a lot to do today. If you cut cords, energetic cords, and ask your spirit team to do it for you. And if you want, you can even do all of this just quietly in your thoughts. It doesn't have to be out loud. You can say it out loud. It doesn't have to be. Try to be outside if you can today. Feel the wind on your skin. That's important. Cutting all ties. Get them almost like it's carterizing where those cords were, so it seals up your energy so that when more light and energy gets poured into you, it will have a container to hold it. I know that's a very kind of literal image, but it helps, I think. And then call your energy back, and then ask your guides to return your hope to you, or bring hope to you. Restore my hope, bring my hope back. We all had it at some point, so it is bringing it back. No one is born hopeless. It is the truest gift that I think the Creator gives us. This optimism and sense of hope and wonder. That's why people always extol the virtues of childlike wonder. I am wishing you all the happiness, greatest happiness in the world. Whatever you do, have fun. Try to remember to smile. Do something good for yourself. Find something that makes you happy in the smallest of things, and then in the biggest of things if you want. But try to do something to make you completely and thoroughly feel at home in your own skin. Okay? I am sending love to all of you. This is a good way to start the week. This was a really good way to start the week. Cutting cords with peace and gratitude, walking away from the past, walking into the new, allowing yourself to receive, calling back your energy, getting all those, like I said, the cords and ties cut, and calling your hope back. Ask your guides to bring back your hope. All right. And I'm hearing wonderful things are coming. All right, everybody. Much, much, much love to you. And You are perfect. Thank you.